ऊपर जगह नहीं।
नहीं नहीं तमें दी जन बस हाँ से बहुत बड़े सामने बस देखिए कौन दरकार
वो अपोपस्पृश्यात् आपका प्रसाद यहाँ है, लेके आ जाइए। टेबल पे अपोपस्पृश्यात् ओम अच्युताय नमः, ओम अनंताय नमः, गोविंदाय नमो नमः। घंटस्थिताय गरुडाय नमः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हस्ते पुष्पं गृहीत्वा ओम शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये प्राणनायम्य। ओम भूः ओम भुवः ओम स्वः ओम महः ओम जनः ओम तपः ओम सत्यं ओम तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। आपो ज्योतिरस्वमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवस्वरों तदेव लखनं सुरिनं तदेव ताराबलं चंद्रबलं तदेव विद्याबलं दयाबलं तदेव लक्ष्मीपते गौरीपते त्यङ्घ्रिघं स्मरामि शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते येषां यजमानानां। मन में नाम रखिए, टेक योर नेम्स इन माइंड्स प्लीज। येषां यजमानानां सहकुटुम्बस्थानां क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजय आयु आरोग्यम ऐश्वर्याभिवृद्ध्यर्थं समस्त मंगलावाप्त्यर्थं समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं चिंतित मनोरथवाप्त्यर्थं सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थं सर्वारिष्टशान्त्यर्थं श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्र प्रीत्यर्थं श्री रामदूत वीर हनुमत प्रीत्यर्थं जगदम्बा दुर्गा देवी प्रीत्यर्थं महागौरी देवी प्रीत्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काम मोक्षं चतुर्विध पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थं अद्य अहम पूजनम दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती पूजनम श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत श्री रामचंद्र पूजनम हनुमत पूजनम राधा कृष्ण चंद्र पूजनम सदाशिवलिंगाभिषेकाराधनं च करिष्ये इति संकल्प्य पुष्प चढ़ाइए। ओम श्री गणेश ध्यानम। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत अनुशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ओम श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि आसनार्ध्यक्षतान् पुष्पासनं समर्पयामि पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि अर्घ्यमाचमनीयं शरीरे स्नानं समर्पयामि स्नानानन्तरमिदमाचमनीयं समर्पयामि। अर्चना एक एक पेतल चढ़ाएंगे। ओम सुमुखाय नमः, भगवान के चरणों में चढ़ाइए। ओम सुमुखाय नमः, ओम एकदंताय नमः, ओम कपिलाय नमः, ओम गजकर्णकाय नमः, ओम लंबोदराय नमः, ओम विकटाय नमः, ओम विनायकाय नमः, ओम धूम्रकेतवे नमः, ओम गणाध्यक्षाय नमः, ओम फालचंद्राय नमः, ओम गजाननाय नमः, ओम वक्रतुंडाय नमः, ओम हेरंभाय नमः, ओम स्कंदपूर्वजाय नमः। नानाविध परिमल पत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। धूपम हाथ लगाइए। ओम वनस्पतिरसोद्भूतो गंधाध्यो गंधोत्तमाग्रया सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। धूपानन्तरमिदमाच्युनिं समर्पयामि दिव्यमङ्गलदीपम् ॐ चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षो सूर्यो जायथ मुखारिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद् वायुरजायत नैवेद्यं दीपं दर्शयामि ओम। यजमान का प्रसाद और प्रसाद नीचे है। ओम इदं फलं मया देव स्थापितं पुरतस्तव तेन मे सफलावाप्तिः भवे जन्मनि जन्मनि श्री गणेशाय नमो नमः। नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमिदमाचमनीयं च समर्पयामि इलालवङ्गकर्पूरताम्बूलानि च समर्पयामि श्री गणेशाय नमः। हरि ओम ताम्बूलं निवेदयामि। पुष्प लेकर हाथ जोड़िए, गणेश जी की प्रार्थना। ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात्। मूषिकवाहन मोदकहस्ते चामरकर्ण विलम्बित सूत्र वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र विघ्न विनायक पाद नमस्ते। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपितजम्बो फलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारकं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम्। श्री गणेशाय नमः। प्रार्थना पूर्वक नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। गणेश पंचरत्न स्तोत्रम मुदाकरात् मोदकं सदा विमुक्ति साधकं कलाधरावतं सकं व्यासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते वधैक्यकं नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकम्। न ते तरातिभीकरं नवोदितार्कभास्वरं नमत्सुरारिनिर्जरं नदाधिकावधुधरम्। सुरेश्वरं निधीश्वरं गजेश्वरं गणेश्वरं महेश्वरं तमाश्रये परात्परं निरन्तरम्। समस्तलोकशङ्करं निरस्तदैत्यकुञ्जरं दरेदरोदरं वरं वरे भवक्रमाक्षरम्। कृपाकरं क्षमाकरं मुदाकरं यशस्करं मनस्करं नमस्कृतां नमस्करोमि भास्वरम्। अकिञ्चनार्तिमार्जनं चिरन्तनोऽखिभाजनं पुरारिपूर्वनन्दनं सुरारिगर्वचर्वणम्। प्रपञ्चनाशभीषणं धनञ्जयादिभूषणं कपोलदानवारणं भजे पुराणवारणम्। नितान्तकान्तदन्तकान्तिमन्तकान्तकात्मजम् अचिन्त्यरूपमन्तहीनमन्तराय कृन्तनम्। हेदन्तरे निरन्तरं वसन्तमेव योगिनां तमेकदन्तमेव तं विचिन्तयामि सन्ततम्। महागणेश पंचरत्नमातरेण योऽन्वहं प्रजल्पति प्रभातके हृदि स्मरन् गणेश्वरम्। अरोगितां दोषतां सुसाहितीं सुपुत्रतां समाहितायुरष्टभूतिमभ्युपैति सोचिरात्। श्रीम श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। वेदोक्तमन्त्रपुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि। बोलिए गणेश भगवान की जय। पुष्प चढ़ाइए। ओम जगदम्बायै नमो नमः। महादेव्यै नमो नमः। श्री दुर्गा देवी पूजनम। ऊपर जाइए, माता जी के सामने खड़े हो जाइए, पुष्प ले लीजिए। ओम दुर्गा देवी ध्यानम। ओम जगदम्बायै नमो नमः। ओम विद्युद्दाम समप्रभा मृगपतिस्कन्धस्थिताभीषणां कन्याभिकरवालकेतविलसद्धस्ताभिरासेवितां हस्ते चक्रगदे शिखेतविशिखां चापं गुणं तर्जनीं बिभ्राणामललात्मिकां शशिधरां दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रां भजे। दुर्गा देवी नमः ध्यायामि आवाहयामि। थाली में पुष्प चढ़ाइए। कृपा करके हाथ पे साड़ी मत लगाइए क्योंकि गड़बड़ हो जाएगा। धन्यवाद। लक्ष्मी माँ के सामने खड़े हो जाए। महालक्ष्मी नमो नमः। ओम हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चंद्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावह। महालक्ष्मी नमः ध्यायामि आवाहयामि। आइए सरस्वती माँ के सामने खड़े हो जाइए, पुष्प ले लीजिए। ओ मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगा अद्विश्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्यमाना महासरस्वत्यै नमः ध्यायामि आवाहयामि। अच्छा, आप लोग वही खड़े हो जाइए, कृपा करके हाथ जोड़िए। पंडित जी ऊपर माता जी की पूजा करते हैं। देखिए। ओम जातवेरसे सुनवाम सोममराति यतो निरहाति वेदः सनपरशरति दुर्गानि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुन्दरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसे तरसे नमः। अच्छा, माता जी के पास जाइए, अब पुष्प चढ़ाएंगे, अर्चना करेंगे। तो माता जी करेंगे और सबको हाथ लगाइए माता जी पे। ओम दुर्गायै नमः। ओम माहेश्वर्यै नमः। ओम शिवप्रियायै नमः। ओम मंदारवासिन्यै नमः। ओम गिरिसुतायै नमः। ओम धात्र्यै नमः। ओम शिवप्रियायै नमः। जगदम्बायै नमो नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। लक्ष्मी माँ। ओम महालक्ष्म्यै नमः। ओम प्रकृत्यै नमः। ओम वृक्षित्रै नमः। ओम कमलवासिन्यै नमः। ओम विष्णुवल्लभायै नमः। ओम महामायायै नमः। ओम कमलवासिन्यै नमः। ओम श्रीप्रदायिन्यै नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। सरस्वती माँ के लिए आइए। ओम वाग्देवी नमः। ओम वीणाधारिण्यै नमः। ओम महामायायै नमः। ओम ज्ञानप्रदाय नमः। ओम वीणाधारिण्यै नमः। ओम चतुराननवल्लभायै नमः। ओम महादेवी नमो नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम धूपदीप नैवेद्यम। ओम सनः परशरति दुर्गानि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुन्दरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसे तरसे नमः। दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीभ्यः महादेवी नमो नमः। साज्यं च वर्ति संयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया दीपं गृहाणि देवेश त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापः। श्री दुर्गा देवी नमः। महालक्ष्मी नमः। महासरस्वत्यै नमो नमः महादेवी नमो नमः। ॐ दीपं दर्शयामि नैवेद्यम् अन्नं चतुर्विधं स्वादु रसे षड्विसमन्वितं नैवेद्यं गृह्यतां देवी भक्तिमेह्याचलं कुरु। पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया माँ। पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया। सुन मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी माँ तेरा पारन पाया मैया तेरा पारन पाया जगदम्बा तेरा पारन पाया। कामारी बलवे देवी कुर्वाचमनीयम् अम्बिके निरन्तरमहं वन्दे चरणौ तव चन्दिके। नैवेद्यानन्तरविरमाचमनीयं समर्पयामि। पुष्प लेकर हाथ जोड़िए श्री कुंजिका स्तोत्रम प्रार्थना करेंगे। ओम शिव उवाच शृणु देवी प्रवक्ष्यामि कुंजिका स्तोत्रमुत्तमं येन मंत्र प्रभावेन चण्डी जाप शुभो भवेत्। न कवचं नार्गला स्तोत्रं कीलकं न रहस्यकं न सूक्तं नापि ध्यानं च न न्यासो न च वार्चनम्। कुंजिका पाठ मात्रेण दुर्गा पाठ फलं लभेत्। अतिगुह्यतरं देवी देवानामपि दुर्लभम्। गोपनीयं प्रयत्नेन स्वयोनिरेव पार्वती। मारणं मोहनं वश्यं स्तम्भन उच्चाटनाधिकम्। पातमात्रेण संसिध्येत कुंजिका स्तोत्रमुत्तमम्। अथ मन्त्रः ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चे। ॐ ग्लौं हूं क्लीं जुं सः ज्वालय ज्वालय ज्वल ज्वल प्रज्वल प्रज्वल। ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डायै विच्चे ज्वलहं सं लं क्षं फट् स्वाहा। नमस्ते रुद्ररूपिण्यै नमस्ते मधुमर्दिनि नमः कैटभहारिण्यै नमस्ते महिषार्दिनि नमस्ते शुम्भहन्त्रै च निशुम्भासुरघातिनि। जाग्रतं हि महादेवी जपं सिद्धं कुरुष्व मे। ऐंकारी सृष्टिरूपायै ह्रीं काली प्रतिपालिका क्लीं काली कामरूपिण्यै बीजरूपे नमोऽस्तुते। चामुण्डा चण्डघाती च यैकारी वरदायिनी विच्चे चाभयदा नित्यं नमस्ते मन्त्ररूपिणी। धाम धीं धूं दुर्जते पत्नीं वां वीं भूं वागदीश्वरी। क्रां क्रीं क्रूं कालिका देवी शां शीं शुं मे शुभं कुरु। हुं हुं हुंकाररूपिण्यै जं 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 जम्भनादिनि। भ्रां ह्रीं भ्रूं भैरवी भद्रे भवान्यै ते नमो नमः। अं कं चं तं तं पं यं शं विं दुं ऐं विं हं क्षं धिजाग्रं धिजाग्रं त्रोते त्रोते रिक्तं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। पां दिं पुं पार्वती पूर्णा खां खीं खुं खेचरी तथा। सां सिं सुं सप्तशती दिव्य मन्त्रसिद्धिं कुरुष्व मे। इदं तु कुञ्जिका स्तोत्रं मन्त्रजागार्ति हेतवे। अभक्तेनैव दातव्यं गोपितं रक्ष पार्वती। यस्तु कुञ्जिकया देवी हीनां सप्तशतीं पठेत् न तस्य जायते सिद्धिररण्ये रोदनं यथा। इति श्रीरुद्रयामले गौरी तन्त्रे शिवपार्वती संवादे कुंजिका स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। जयकारा शेरावालीरा बोल साचे दरबार की जय। पुष्प चढ़ाइए। श्री रामचंद्र पूजन। आइए श्री राम जी के पास आइए और हाथ लगाइए माता जी को। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। लोकाभिरामं रणरंगधीरं राजीवनेतं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरन्तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये। श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत रामचंद्राय नमः। श्री हनुमते नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि हनुमत ध्यानम्। ओम अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलावदेहं दनुजवन् कृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकल गुण निधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपति प्रिय भक्तं वात जातं नमामि। श्री हनुमते नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि पंचमुखी हनुमते नमः। हनुमतस्राय नमः। श्री कृष्ण राधा कृष्ण पूजनम्। ओम यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यै सवै वेदैः साङ्गपरक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थिततर्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। राधा कृष्णाभ्यां नमः। ध्यायामि आवाहयामि। ओम कौशल्या सुप्रजा रामपूर्वा संध्या प्रवर्तते। उत्तिष्ठ नरशार्दूल कर्तव्यं दैवमाह्निकम्। उत्तिष्ठ गोविन्द उत्तिष्ठ गरुडध्वज उत्तिष्ठ कमलाकान्ता त्रैलोक्यं मंगलं कुरु। त्रैलोक्यं मंगलं कुरु। त्रैलोक्यं मंगलं कुरु। श्री वेंकटेशाय नमः। श्री सत्यनारायणाय नमः। श्री चक्रदेवे नमः। श्री बालकृष्णाय नमो नमः। सालिग्रामदेवाय नमः। सकलाराधनैः सुवर्चितं पाद्यम्। ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात् सभूमिं विश्वतो भृत्वात्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष एवेदकं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वशेषानः यदन्येनातिरोहति तावानस्य महिमा अतो जायाश्च पुरुषः। पादोस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्वोदयपुरुषः पादोस्येह भवात् पुनः। माता जी ऊपर आइए, सबको हाथ लगाइए, अर्चना करेंगे प्रभु श्री राम को। आइए राम जी के पास आइए और सबको हाथ लगाइए, माता जी करेंगे। ओम एक एक पत्थर चढ़ाई। रामाय नमः। ओम रघुनाथाय नमः। ओम नाथाय नमः। ओम सीतापतये नमः। ओम दशरथनंदनाय नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम ईश्वराय नमः। ओम सीता देव्यै नमो नमः। सीता जी के लिए सीता देव्यै नमो नमः। ओम लक्ष्मणाय नमः। ओम श्री हनुमते नमः। नानाविध परिमलपत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। बड़े हनुमान जी के पास जाइए। ओम हं हनुमते नमः। ओम रामदूताय नमः। ओम राम भक्ताय नमः। ओम आंजनेयाय नमो नमः। ओम महाबलपराक्रमाय नमः। ओम लंका विध्वंसिने नमः। ओम वीरवीराय नमः। ओम महावीराय नमः। ओम राम भक्ताय नमः। नविध परिमल पत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। श्री कृष्णाय नमः। ओम वासुदेवाय नमः। ओम कमलानाथाय नमः। ओम संकर्षणाय नमः। ओम अनिरुद्धाय नमः। ओम दामोदराय नमः। ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः। ओम वामनाय नमः। ओम कूर्माय नमः। श्री जगन्नाथाय नमो नमः। राधा देवी नमो नमः। नानाविध परिमल पत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। ओम वेंकटेशाय नमः। सत्यनारायणाय नमः। ओम बालकृष्णाय नमः। ओम श्री चक्रदेव्यै नमः। नानाविध परिमल पत्र पुष्पाणि समर्पयामि। आइए राम जी के पास आइए। धूप दीप नैवेद्य। श्री राम जय जय राम। 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 सीताराम 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 सीताराम। हनुमान 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 मेरे स्वामी हनुमान हनुमान। राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम। श्री राम जय जय राम। 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 नैवेद्य प्रसाद। आवो भोग लगाओ मेरे राम जी। आवो भोग लगाओ मेरे राम जी। लगाओ मेरे राम जी लगाओ मेरे राम जी लगाओ। प्यारे हनुमान लगाओ प्यारे हनुमान लगाओ। मेरे मोहन लगाओ प्यारे मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे हनुमान। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे हनुमान। प्राणय स्वाहा पनय स्वाहा व्यानय स्वाहा उदानय स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा रणमात्मा। सर्वमहानैवेद्यं ताम्बूलं च समर्पयामि। सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत समेत रामचंद्राय नमः। श्री हनुमते नमः। राधा कृष्णभ्या नमः। समस्तोपचारान् समर्पयामि। श्री जगन्नाथाय नमो नमः। श्रीमन्नारायणाय नमो नमः। सकलाराधनेः सुवर्चितम्। कृपा करके पुष्प लेकर हनुमान जी के पास खड़े हो जाए। हम सब श्री हनुमान चालीसा गाएंगे। We'll sing हनुमान चालीसा together. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारे। बरनउँ रघुबर बिमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरा पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करी देखो आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनी देखो रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम्हारो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित ईसा यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकहि कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुख माई चल दिलांघी गय अचरज नाई दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगमय अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते राम द्वारे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख है तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे आश्रय रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम बचन ध्यान लावे अब पर राम तपस्वी राजा,
तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे।
चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है पर से जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे।
अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असुवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा।
तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त पाई। और देवता चितना धरई,
हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करही। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे
हनुमत बलवीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़ै हनुमान चालीसा,
होय सिद्धि साधी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा चेरा, की जयनाथ हृदय महरेरा।
की जयनाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, मेरे प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलिए पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति मंत्रेण, श्री राम दूत कृपा सिंधु। मत्कार्यं साधय प्रभु, अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति। त्वमेव शरणं मम, तस्मात् कारुण्य भावेन। रक्ष रक्ष हनुमत, रक्ष रक्ष श्री रामचंद्र। रक्ष रक्ष राधा कृष्णभ्यां नमः। अनंतकोटि वृक्ष नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि। अच्छा, लिंग के पास खड़े हो जाए, शिव पूजा होगी। श्री सांब सदा शिवाय नमो नमः। नमः शिवाय देवाय सच्चिदानंदमूर्ते। नमो वेदांत वेद्याय योगिनां गुरवे नमः। शिवाय नमः। लिंग पे पुष्प चढ़ाइए। ओम और पंडित जी को फॉलो करें। ॐ अस्य श्रीरुद्राध्याय प्रश्नमहामन्त्रस्य अघोर ऋषिः अनुष्टुप् छन्दः सङ्कर्षणमूर्तिस्वरूपो यो सावारित्य परमपुरुषस्येष रुद्रो देवता ॐ नमः शिवायति बीजं शिवतरायति शक्तिः महादेवायति कीलकं श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः ॐ अग्निहोत्रात्मने अंगुष्ठाभ्यां नमः ॐ दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने तर्जनीभ्यां नमः ॐ चातुर्मास्यात्मने मध्यमाभ्यां नमः ॐ निरूढपशुबन्धात्मने अनामिकाभ्यां नमः ॐ ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने कनिष्ठिकाभ्यां नमः ॐ सर्वकृत्वात्मने करतलकरपृष्ठाभ्यां नमः ॐ अग्निहोत्रात्मने हृदयाय नमः ॐ दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने शिरसे स्वाहा ॐ चातुर्मास्यात्मने शिखायै वषट् ॐ निरूढपशुबन्धात्मने कवचाय हुम् ॐ ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने नेत्रत्रयाय वौषत् ॐ सर्वकृत्वात्मने अस्त्राय फट् भूर्भुवस्वरोमिति दिग्बन्धः। हाथ जोड़िए। ध्यानम् आपातालनवस्थलान्तवो न ब्रह्माण्डमा विस्फुरत् ज्योतिस्फातिकलिङ्गमौलिविलसत्पूर्णेन्दुवान्ता मृतैः अस्तोकाप्रतमेकमीशमनिशं रुद्रानुवाकाञ्जपन् ध्याये दीप्सितसिद्धये ध्रुवपरं विप्रो विशित् ब्रह्मांड व्याप्त देहा भसित हिमरुचा भासमाना भुजंगैः कंठे काला कपर्दा कलित शशिकलाश्चंडकोदंड हस्ताः त्रक्षा रुद्राक्षमाला प्रकटित विभवा शांभवा मूर्ति भेदाः रुद्रा श्री रुद्र सूक्त प्रकटित विभवा नः पृच्छन्तु सौख्यं ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ओम श्रीमन्महागणाधिपतये नमः। ओम शंच मे मयश्च मे प्रियंच मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रंच मे श्रेयश्च मे वशश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणंच मे यंता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे दितिश्च मे विश्वंच मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रंच मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरंच मे लयश्च मरुतंच मे अमृतंच मे यक्ष्मंच मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वंच मे नमित्रंच मे भयंच मे सुगंच मे शयनंच मे सुषा च मे सुरिनंच मे। सबको एक एक लोटा ग्लास लेकर चढ़ाइए और अपना आसन ग्रहण कीजिए। चढ़ाने के बाद एवरीवन प्लीज कम, अभिषेक करेंगे। यू कम इन लाइन प्लीज, लाइन में आ जाइए। ओम नमो भगवते रुद्राय नमस्ते रुद्रमण्यवतोते शब्दे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्मने बाहुभ्यां तते नमः यातैषु शिवतमा शुम्बभूवते दनुः शिवा शरव्या या तवतया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्र शिवा तनोरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ता विचाकशेः यामिशं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहिगं शिवपुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वत्सा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा न सर्वमिज्जगतेक्ष्मगं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचरनिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहीगिश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वा आश्चयातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणौ तव वृषुमङ्गलः ये चेमागं रुद्रावितो दीक्षुश्रुता सहस्रशो वैशाखं हेडयीमहे असौ यो सर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहिता उतैनं गोपादशनदशनुरहार्यः उतैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृदयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीरुषे अथो यस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वं वयोराट्नियोर्जां याश्चते हस्तैशवपराता भगवपा अवतत्य धनुस्वगं सहस्राक्षसते शुधे निशीलशल्याणामुखा शिवो न सुमना भव वे जन्दनुकपर्जनो विशल्यो वाणवागम्मता अनेसनस्येषवाभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः या ते हेतिर्मीरुष्टवहस्ते बभूव ते ननुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय दृष्णवे उभाभ्यां तते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथोषिधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधे हितं शम्भवे नमः। ओं नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यंबकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकालाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकंठाय मृत्युंजयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सांब सदाशिवाय नमः। सबको एक और बार अभिषेक चढ़ाइए। प्लीज कम अगेन once more. Everybody started from last night, so we have a small crowd tonight. Everybody will do Abhishek twice today. Please come again. 2 times करेंगे, 2 बार करेंगे. Take offer do this time. Please come in the line again and offer. Om Namah Shivaya. Ata Shivalingashtakam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. आइए हम सब गाएंगे ओम नमः शिवाय। while you coming in the line chant ओम नमः शिवाय please. ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। ब्रह्म मुरारी सुरार्चित लिंगम निर्मल भासित शोभित लिंगम जन्म जदुख विनाशक लिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम। ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। देव मुनि प्रवरार्चित लिंगम कामदहं करुणाकरलिंगम रावण दर्प विनाशन लिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय। सर्व सुगंधि सुलेपित लिंगम बुद्धि विवर्धन कारण लिंगम सिद्ध सुरासुर वंदित लिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम। ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। कनक महामणि भूषित लिंगम फणिपति वेस्थित शोभित लिंगम दक्ष सुयज्ञ विनाशन लिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Kumkum Chandan Lepit Lingam Pankajahar Sushobhit Lingam Sanchit Papa Vinashan Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Devaganarchit sevit lingam Bhavar bhakti bhire vachlingam Din kar koti prabhakar lingam Tat pranamami sada shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Ashtadalopari Veshtitalingam Sarvasamudbhavakarnalingam Ashtadaritra Vinashanalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Sura Guru Suravar Pujit Lingam Suravan Pushpa Sadar Chitlingam Parat Param Paramatma Kalingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Lingashtakamidam punyam Yah pathet Shiva sannidhau Shivalokam-avapnoti Shivena sahamodate. Har Har Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadeva. Shivaya Namo Namaha. Shri Samba Sada Shivaya Namo Namaha. Ratnaikalpitamasanam himajalai Snanam cha divyambaram Nanaratna vibhushitam mrigamada मोदाङ्कितं चन्दनं जाति चम्पकबिल्वपत्ररचितं पुष्पं च धूपं तथा दीपं देवदयानिधे पशुपते हृतकल्पितं गृह्यताम् सौवर्णे नवरत्नखण्डरचिते पात्रे घृतं पायसं भक्ष्यं पञ्चविधं पयोदधियुतं रम्भाफलं पानकं शाकानामयुतं जलं रुचिकरं कर्पूरखण्डोज्ज्वलं ताम्बूलं मनसा मया विरचितं भक्त्या प्रभो स्वीकुरु छत्रं चामरयोर्युगं व्यजनकं चादर्शकं निर्मलं वीणावेरिमृदङ्गकालकहला नृत्यं च गीतं तथा साष्टाङ्गं प्रणतिस्तुतिर्बहुविधा ये तत्समस्तं मया सङ्कल्पेन समर्पितं तव विभो पूजां गृहाण प्रभो आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामतिसहचरा प्राणा शरीरं गृहं पूजाते विषयोपभोगरचना निद्रा समाधिस्थिते सञ्चारपदयो प्रदक्षिणविधि स्तोत्राणि सर्वाङ्गिरो यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तदखिलं शम्भो तवाराधनम् करचरं कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधम् विहितं अविहितं वा सर्वमेतच्छमस्व जय जय करुणाध माताजी को जय जय करुणाधे श्री महादेव शंभो जय माँ 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 जय जय माँ 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 जय जय माँ 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 जय जय माँ 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 जय जय माँ 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 जय प्रसाद जय माँ 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 जय जय माँ 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 जय जय माँ 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 जय जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ जय जयकारा शेरवाली दा बोल साचे दरबार की जय। हर हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। प्रसाद प्रसाद तो प्रसाद चढ़ाइए, पता चल प्रसाद जी हो गया जी। प्रसाद तो प्रसाद चढ़ाइए। श्री महादेवाय नमो नमः। भजन गाएंगे। ओम नमः शिवाय देवाय सच्चिदानंद मूर्तये नमो वेदांत वेद्याय योगिनां गुरवे नमः। नमः शिवाय। I guess everybody's tired from last night. सब थक गए from last night. शाम को आएंगे। महादेवी नमो नमः। रविंद्रनाथ खाने के लिए गए ना? अच्छा अच्छा, जब खाना वेद्याय योगिनां गुरवे नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय। हर हर महादेवाय नमः। श्री सांब सदा शिव नमो नमः। All the singers are tired from last night. Om Durga Devi Namo Namaha। इच्छा शक्ति क्रिया शक्ति नमो नमः। ज्ञान शक्ति नमो नमः। ओम अचिंत्य रूप चरिते सर्वशत्रु विनाशिनी रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि। दुर्गा देवी नमो नमः। महालक्ष्मी नमो नमः। महासरस्वत्यै नमो नमः। आज दुर्गा अष्टमी है। Today is one of the most auspicious days in the entire Navratri. We worship Durga Ma today as Ashtama Mahagauri. But before we talk about the greatness of Mataji, please join with me. हम सब एक भजन गाएंगे. We'll sing a bhajan, sing the glories of Mataji. जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूँ प्रणाम। जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूँ प्रणाम। जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। बचाते पीड़ाओं वरद हंस जो तेरे, तेरे मंदिर आते जाते पाँव थके न मेरे। जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। मुझे बचाते पीड़ाओं से वरद हंस जो तेरे, तेरे मंदिर आते जाते पाँव थके न मेरे। तूने माता सदा बनाए मेरे बिगड़े काम। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूं प्रणाम। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। तेरी महिमा मैं क्या गाऊं सारी दुनिया जाने। उसको विपदा कभी न घेरे जो कोई तुझको माने। जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। तेरी महिमा मैं क्या गाऊं सारी दुनिया जाने। उसको विपदा कभी न घेरे जो कोई तुझको माने। तेरे दो चरणों में तेरे चारों धाम। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूं प्रणाम। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। माता तेरे सुमिरन में ये कैसा अमृत पाया। मोह जगत के दूर हुए भय कोई न मन में आया। जय माँ, जय माँ, जय माँ। माता तेरे सुमिरन में ये कैसा अमृत पाया। मोह जगत के दूर हुए भय कोई न मन में आया। तुमको गाऊं तुमको ध्याऊं माता सुबह शाम। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूं प्रणाम। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। जगदम्बे, जय जगदम्बे माँ। जय जगदम्बे माँ। जय जगदम्बे माँ। जयकारा शेरवालिदा बोल साचे दरबार की जय। So during Navratri, we have been studying the Argala Stotra. That is a prayer which removes the pain of attachment. So last night we looked at a few shlokas. We looked at 2 shlokas last night. Today we will continue, and we look today at the 15th and the 16th shloka. So this prayer gives us the knowledge so that we can remove attachment from our lives. Those who were here last night, I mentioned that attachment is the source of a lot of pain and suffering in this world. So we have to try our best not to be attached. I'm going to repeat, love your family, love your spouse, love your friends, love everyone unconditionally, but allow them their freedom. Sometimes we love someone, we lay claim on them, and we want the people to do things that will please us only. Not true love. There is attachment, and remember, even your spouse, your children, your parents, they only lend to you for a few days. Enjoy them. They're only here for a few days, all of us. So try your best to be detached. Om Sura Sura Shiro Ratna Nikrishta Charanembike. Everybody with me. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. Acha, repeat after me, please. Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. So we're saying at the end of each mantra, bless me, O Ma, give me Roop, give me a beautiful form, a spiritual, bless me spiritual beauty. Jayam Dehi, give me spiritual victory. Jayam Dehi, Yasho Dehi, give me spiritual glory. And Dvisho Jahi, help me to remove my internal enemies. So what this first line is saying, Sura Asura, the Devas and the Rakshas. Again, the Sanskrit, and you join them together. Two short vowels make a long vowel. Sura Asura, the Devas and the Rakshas. Shiro Ratna, they place their heads at your lotus feet. The Devas and the Rakshas, they all bow to you, O Ma. Nigrishta Charanembike, they place their heads at your feet seeking your blessings. You know, we know the Rakshas did penance. For example, take the life of Ravan. All these Rakshas, they did tremendous penance to get spiritual powers. But they used their powers for the wrong reason. They used their power to inflict pain and suffering upon others, whereby the Devas used their powers to help humanity. That's the difference between a Rakshas and a Deva. A Rakshas seeks power just for his or her own personal gain. The Devas are blessed with the natural forces. The Devas are blessed with power, and they help humans. They don't cause pain and suffering upon anyone. So, O Ma, even the Devas and the Rakshas prostrate at your feet. We also prostrate at your feet, seeking your blessings. The next mantra. Vidyavantam yashasvantam lakshmivantam janam kuru rupam dehi jayam dehi yasho dehi dvisho jahi. So what we're saying to the Divine Mother, Vidyavantam Yashasvantam. O Ma, please endow us, your devotees, with knowledge. Knowledge purifies us. Knowledge changes us from a wanting person, a person who feels this world revolves around us only. Because we do not have spiritual knowledge, we feel that for me to be happy, everyone must do what I say. In any relationship, insecure people, be it in a marriage, be it in family members, be it in society, any insecure person would want people to do things only to please them. When people do things to please them, bahut khush ho gaye. They become extremely happy. On the other hand, when they feel as if people do things to make them angry or just to push them to the limit, to push their envelope, so to speak, they become extremely angry. So bless us with that knowledge, Ma. Remember, you don't have control over certain things in life. You don't have control how people will speak to you, how people will react to you. They use their free will. They may abuse it and be rude to you and do harm to you. But you, as a spiritual being with knowledge, you try not to respond with negative thoughts, with anger. If they respond to you with anger and physical force, you try to restrain yourself because you have spiritual knowledge. They don't have the spiritual knowledge to think that way. So, Oma Vidyavantam Yashasvantam. Give us knowledge, and knowledge is of two kinds. Arts and science, we study in school from kindergarten to university. That's secular knowledge. Much more important than secular knowledge is spiritual knowledge. And what do we find today? And this is addressed to my Hindu brothers and sisters, family, Hindu family in general. The child goes to school, the child is focused on acquiring secular knowledge only. The child is focused and goes to lesson and does all those things, which is important to gain secular knowledge. So, how often have we encouraged our children, Beta, read Bhagavad Gita. Bete, read Bhagavad Gita. Read Ramcharitamanas. Read the Vedas. Read the Upanishads. We never do that, am I right? Kabhi nahi bolte. All the attention, 100% is on gaining secular knowledge. Again, it's important to get a good career. But if we do not mold this child's character, our children's character with spiritual knowledge, we can see they don't fall later on in life. They're successful in certain field of life, but they can't handle the pressure. They can't handle stress. They can't handle difficult situations. Because spiritual knowledge will give them a good foundation. And I must say this is lacking in our Hindu community. Our friends from other cultures, they make sure their children learn their scripture. I hear this comment sometimes, or as a matter of fact, I read a few comments where people said that if my child studies Bhagavad Gita, the child will give up attachment to this world and become a sannyasa. You are blessed as a parent if your child becomes a sannyasa, takes sannyasa, or become a sadhu or a swamini. Look how blessed you are. Your child understands the true meaning of life. So people who do not want their children to study Bhagavad Gita, because when the child gains the true knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the child will see this whole world as one big mirage only. So the child will give up everything and want to become a sadhu. It's a very lame excuse, actually. One does not have to become a saint or a sadhu to gain moksha. Arjuna was a householder. He married, he had grandchildren. He was a prince in the Pandava kingdom. And he also attained moksha. So there are two lifestyles towards moksha: karma and jnana. Jnana is that the person chooses to live a life of celibacy and does not get any attachment. And the goal is moksha. The path of jnana: get married, live as a householder. You still study the shastra. Try not to be attached. Do your dharma as a husband, as a spouse, as a member of society. That will also lead you towards moksha. So, Vidyavantam, Oma bless us with that knowledge. Knowledge moves with us from one life to another. Do you believe that? Do you think, okay, let me ask you this question now. Please think about it. Do you think the knowledge that you have, or any person, the knowledge they may have in this life, will go with them from this life to the other life? Okay, for argument's sake, say no. Right? For argument's sake, no, Paniji is not possible. Okay, how do you explain child prodigy? 4 years old, can play the piano. 4 years old, can recite Vedic mantra. 4 years old, can read Bhagavad Gita without a book. 4 years old, will sit for meditation. How do you explain these things? You see, without karma and purva janma samskara, that's why we find this explanation is lacking with organized religion. Only with karma and reincarnation you can be able to have answers to these things. So your knowledge goes with you. Never feel you're too old to study Bhagavad Gita. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you're 100 years old and never read the Bhagavad Gita, padho, read it. You will gain some knowledge and it will go with you from one life to the other. Purva Janam Samskar. So yes, knowledge goes with you from one life to another. Okay, if you don't, another example, take animals for example, that are born in the wild. The deer knows at the time of birth, the deer has to hide among the tall grass, or else other animals will hunt and eat him. The deer knows that. Animals know that. The giraffe, for example, at the time of the birth of the giraffe in the wild, the mother has to kick the giraffe to start breathing and get up. Purva Janama Samskar, knowledge from other life. You may say, oh, it's nature. No. Without Ishwara, without Bhagavan, nature has no life. The elusive power of Ishwar, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu Mayati Shabdata, we recited that a few nights ago. The elusive power of this whole universe is because nature is alive because of the Maya of Bhagavan. At the time of the birth of a little duckling, who taught the duckling to swim? Knows that to swim at the time of birth. So knowledge goes from one life to another. So Ma, give us knowledge, spiritual and secular knowledge. Yashas Swantam, give us fame. And the fame that we are seeking is not to create an impression on other people. Everybody wants to become a rock star, become some big popular person, some big star. You know these stars, Bhagavan bless them. But you know they live miserable lives compared to you and I. Some of them are so miserable. They have to take, you know what? You know what they have to take? So that they forget their problems. They can't deal with certain situations in life. There's no spiritual knowledge there. So thank Bhagavan. The fame that you have, that people know you and you do good karma, people respect and love you for that. Don't like to be all this big star and want all these fancy things. It's not good for you. Vidyavantam, Yashasvantam, Lakshmivantam. Bless us, माँ हम सब लक्ष्मी चाहते हैं, पैसा चाहते हैं, पैसे चाहते हैं. Bless us with all of these qualities. We are entitled to artha and kama, security and pleasure. Nothing wrong is with asking Mataji to bless you with some wealth. But if the prayer stems only for material wealth, that's a problematic relationship you have with Bhagavan. Only when you want something, you run to Bhagavan. When there's a desire for something, you remember Bhagavan. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna ne kaha, 4 prakar ke bhakt hai. There are 4 kinds of devotees in Bhagavad Gita. Artha. Artha is a person prayer stems only for material gain. Artha. So let me tell you these 4 kinds of devotees, and please judge yourself and see which category you fall into. Do not allow anyone to judge you. I'll give you the 4 kinds, and there are only 4 kinds of devotees, regardless of race, religion, or gender. 4 kinds of devotees in this world. One who prays only for material gain. We have done that, right? I'd like you to acknowledge me. Just shake your head. Ha boliye. We have done that. Because whatever the Shastra is saying is truth. So Artharthi. Artharthi is a person who prays only when there's a crisis. I have to write the exam tomorrow. Didn't study. Ma help me to pass. Want something, no time to prepare himself, only for material gain. The Artharthi bargains with Bhagavan. Ma, give me this and I'll do your puja. The moment the Artharthi is blessed with the reward, he or she forgets Bhagavan. Bye, when there's another problem, I'll see you again, Bhagavan. That's the Artharthi. The third one is very, very important, quite significant. Jigyasu. One who has this burning desire to know oneself. To know why things happen in life. To know why I'm placed in this given form. So we must all aspire to become Jigyasu. Jigyasa, the desire to know, to understand the Shastra, to know what is Ishvara, to know what is this Maya, to know what is the Samsara, to know what is Jiva. What's the relationship between all of us? That's the jigyasu, or have this jigyasa to know more. And the fourth one is a jnani, one who has discovered the self. This individual, the jnani, does not have any desire to be fulfilled. He finds joy in the self, he or she finds joy in the self only. The jnani, the life of the jnani is not a competition with other people. Sometimes our lives become a competition. We compete with other family members, friends, society, co-worker, we compete with them. When I say compete with them, have dreams, work diligently, work hard, further your career, acquire knowledge. But don't live as if you want to compete with this person. The moment the person does something, you want to show you're better than them, or you have more than them. And some of us live like that. We're only wasting our precious life, pyare. So the jnani has no more desire to be fulfilled. So Oma, bless us with knowledge, bless us with fame, bless us with wealth. One more mantra. Prachanda daitya darpagne chandike pranatayame rupam dehi jayam dehi yasho dehi dvisho jahi. Prachanda daitya darpagne. O Chandika. Chandika, I told you, Chandika or is a combination of two words. Chanda and Munda. Another name for Mataji. Chanda represents passion and Munda represents anger. So she helps us to destroy passion and anger. Oma, please help us to destroy these fierce enemies that are within. And Vedic Dharma, of course, the enemy can only be within, right? We all know that. Give me that knowledge so that I can defeat all these internal enemies. You see, my friends, when we understand these shloka, what they have to say, we know we aspire for something greater than heaven. Heaven is limited. Heaven is a place you go only to enjoy yourself. You've gone there many times already. And when we hear about heaven, everybody, especially when someone passes away, everybody wants it. Oh, and I must tell you this. Some of our pundits writing on social media on their deceased parents' birthday, happy birthday to my mother or father in heaven. Are aisa kyun bolte? If you understand the concept of karma, reincarnation and moksha, you will never make such a comment. ये तो हमारे पंडित जी बोलते हैं. Our leaders are making such comment. What will the average Hindu do? That's why every Hindu say, may their soul rest in peace. They copy other people because they don't understand the concept. Our leaders are not doing our job to pass this knowledge on. Heaven and hell can only be temporary, my friends. They're not permanent location. This Shastra is not heaven bound. What is the goal of Vedic Dharma? To discover, to become one with Bhagavan. Every other culture, with respect to every culture, we don't criticize culture, I'm just making a rational comparison. And we have to do that. We have to look at different Shastra and compare and see what we can learn from each other. Every other religion, with the exception of Vedic Dharma, is heaven bound. What are you going to do up there? You got to get, in certain cultures, you got to get a ticket to go in there, pyare. अगर आपके पास ticket नहीं है तो अंदर नहीं जा सकते. Like you're going to a concert without a ticket, there's a bouncer at the door. What do you call this big strong guy? Bouncer, right? You can't get into heaven. You don't have your ticket. And only X amount of people are allowed to go to heaven. Ticket के बिना जाना मना है तुम्हारे लिए. बाहर उठाकर बाहर फेंक देंगे. They'll pick you up and throw you out there. But on the other hand, hell is free. You can go in. You know, these stories do not sound right. Hell and heaven are created to control society. For organized religion, heaven and hell are created to create fear in people. Do and follow the crowd. And when the moment you question, you're going to hell. Why? Why would people think this way? So our goal is to discover the self. If your parents, you want to wish them happy birthday, just play Atma Shanti Prapti Rastu. अगर धर्म के जानते हैं ऐसा लिखना. If you know Shastra, you write it. May the jiva of my dear parent who passed away, if they have taken birth in their other life, people pray, Shraddha we do, and we enjoy the benefits, the punya of Shraddha. The person, if the person has taken birth already, will enjoy the punya in the next life. If the jiva has attained moksha, that punya from the Shraddha comes back to the family. So again, it's not heaven bound. Right? Okay, some people do silly things in the name of heaven. Kill in order to go to heaven. And do a lot of wrong things. Because you're told by certain people, by doing this, you're going to go to heaven. So much violence in the name of going to heaven. Why? Again, people do not think rationally. If you are not allowed to question a spiritual book, something is wrong with that spiritual book, that religious book. If you're not allowed to question the book of your religion, something is wrong, something is there to be hidden. That's why you're not allowed to question it. Vedic Dharma, you question everything, pyare. Question, ask questions. That's the only way you can learn. So, tomorrow is Vijayadashmi and the Ravan would be destroyed in Vijayadashmi. Ravan is portrayed poetically as a person with 10 heads. Right? Dashanand, Dashashish, 10 heads. Is it possible for a human being to have 10 heads and sleep? If we हमारे पास एक ही और अच्छी तरह से use नहीं करते, if you have one and you're not using well, why do you want 10? The average human uses a fraction of his or her brain. Right? So it's a very poetic way of portraying a person with many, many conflicts. So the 10 heads of Ravan represent the 5 Jnana Indriya and the 5 Karma Indriya. The total is 10. So what are the 5 Jnana Indriyas? Shrotra, our ears we use for listening. Chakshuhu, our eyes for seeing forms and color. Grana, our nose to have inhale smell. And Oda, of course Oda. Jihva to taste. And Twak, skin to feel temperature. To touch. And what are the Karma Indriyas? 5 Karma Indriyas. Pada for locomotion. Pani, our hands for dexterity and skills. Payu, the rectum for excretion. Upastha, the genital for reproduction. And Vak, the mouth for speech. These are the 5 Jnana Indriyas and the 5 Karma Indriyas. So these 10 heads of Ravan are portrayed in a poetic way as an individual who does not understand the true meaning of life. He was a Mahapandit. He knew the Vedas, but he didn't practice the true teachings of the Vedas. So Bhagwan had to come and destroy him. So while the battle was going on, Vibhishan was with Prabhu Sri Ram standing next to him and was giving him advice. And every time Ravan looked at Vibhishan, he called him Kuladrohi. It's a derogative word to say that you betrayed the family. Why? Because Vibhishan, his younger brother, gave up his relationship with Ravan because of Ravan's unethical action. And he said that everything that you're doing, I tried my best. He tried his best to convince Ravan to return Sita Maya. Try his best to he asked Ravan many times to change his ways. Give him example. Give up your haughtiness. Accept Sri Ram. But he was never prepared. Finally, Vibhishan ko lat mara. He actually kicked his brother out of the kingdom. And then Vibhishan said, time for me to join Prabhu Sri Ram. He tried his best. Like any good brother, if you notice your brother is doing something unethical, you have to correct your brother. What do we do? If a family member is doing something wrong, We feel by correcting the person will get angry and we lose his family member. No. When you know what is right, when you know dharma, you see unethical action, you must call it out. It doesn't matter who. Brother, father, mother, sister, spouse, anyone, you should be bold enough to call it out. But you call it out in such a way whereby you encourage the person. Some of us want to call it out with a microphone in our hands and an audience. That's not the way to call it out. You meet a person privately and ask them. But to my mind, this is not right. So Vibhishan did this. Quietly went and met his brother Ravan, gave him instructions. But Ravan said, who are you to instruct me? Same, this is how we behave as well. Ravan-like qualities are there. Someone corrects us, who are you? Tu janta main kaun hu? You know who am I? Who are you to give me correction? We all think like this, pyare. So Sri Ram took his bow and arrows, and Sri Ram was just acting the role. Just going through the motion. Bhagwan sab jante hai. In a very subtle way, he was testing Vibhishan to see how dedicated Vibhishan was. And was just going through the role. Tulsidasi writes, Doha number 101 from Lanka Khan. Kaate sir bhuj bar bahu, काटे सिर भुज बार बहु, मरत न भट लंकेश, मरत न भट लंकेश। प्रभु क्रीरत सुर सिद्ध मुनि, प्रभु क्रीरत सुर सिद्ध मुनि, व्याकुल देव खलेश, व्याकुल देव खलेश। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम। काते सुर भुज, काते सिर भुज भार बहु। Sri Ram took his bow and arrow, and every time he hit Ravan's head and hit his arm, another head came up again. He was Dashandan, he had 10 heads. So the moment Kate Sira Bhujabar Bhu, again and again. So Sri Ram was going through the motion. Vibhishan ke paas khade the. Marat na bhat Lankesh. But Rama would not die. This powerful Rama would not die. Why? He had some magical powers. And we all are blessed with certain good qualities, certain talent. Every human being has talent. Every human being has talent. Some of us can dance, some of us can sing, some of us can act and put on a real good scene in acting to get our ways. So we're all blessed with our own talent. Ravan did tapasya and he had magical powers. So every time Sri Ram hit the head, another one would come up. The moment we destroy one negative quality, in a symbolic way, we destroy hate, anger comes up. You try to destroy anger, jealousy comes up. You destroy jealousies, lust comes up. The cycle. That's why Kali Ma has this skull of impure thoughts around her neck. We have to understand the symbolic meaning. People look at Kali Ma, oh, the Hindus are this and that. Even our own Hindu brothers and sisters do not understand the concept, and they have silly, silly things to speak. So we must destroy these negative qualities and wear them as a symbolic garland around our neck, not to go back to those negative qualities. Kate sira bhujabar bahu. All of these negative qualities will come up. And the moment we think we destroy lust, for example, look at Narad Muni all in Ramcharitamanas. Bhagavan tested him, created a fictitious city, and Narad Muni, this great sage, saw a beautiful girl whose name was Vishwa Mohini. Vishwa Mohini, she who enchants the entire universe. Extremely pretty. And this saint who gave up everything, lived a life of celibacy, fell in love. because he thought that he controlled us. And Bhagavan decided to test him, and he became a victim. So we have to always be on guard. These negative forces will come up in a subtle way. And when they come in a subtle way, we must be strong enough to recognize them and nip them from the bud. It's like a little flame is there. When you give it oxygen, it will grow. You add a little fuel to it, it will grow, and it becomes a huge raging fire. And we can't control it anymore. So the moment we recognize them, we'll be prepared to nip it from the bud. That is, when we're spiritual, when we're dharmic, and we do meditation, Shraddha and Bhagavan, we think this way. If not, we find people, we've all seen this. People in the 80s, 90s. Panditji, my wife died so many years. I saw this girl, I want to get married. I said, Bhai, you're 19 years, kya hoga? Kya karenge? You want to get married again this time? Ram bhajo. No Panditji, I fell in love. Kabhi kabhi dekhte hain. What can Panditji do? We find it sometimes. So we really have to be on guard. We have to be on guard. Because these negative forces will always come up in our minds, Pyare. And if we don't destroy them, then what will happen? We have to come in this Bhavasagar, this ocean of mundane existence. And patwar ke bina hi meri naav chal rahi hai. When there is Shraddha, with faith in Prabhu, faith in Mataji, our little boat sails across this ocean that has all kinds of reptiles and shark and alligator there. Without any paddle, Bhagavan is steering our boat, is steering us across this ocean of mundane existence. Bhagavan has been steering us for so many lives, been guiding us for so many lives. Sometimes we fail to recognize it, Pyare. So we always have to be on guard. These negative thoughts will come. You have to nip it from the bud. If not, it's a vicious cycle. We'll live and we'll die and we'll come again, we'll come again. When are we going to resolve the situation of attaining moksha to become one with Bhagavan? You know, with karma and reincarnation, the ball is in your court, so to speak. Jaise chahe, waise karo. Do as you please. Prabhu Krirat Sura Siddha Muni. It was simple, like a playful activities for Sri Ram. As he was hitting these heads, and another one came up for Ravan. The Devas were confused because they prayed so that Bhagavan will come and destroy Ravan. Because Ravan kept some of the Devas as prisoners in Lanka. He kept Shanideva as a prisoner in Lanka. In Valmiki Ramayana, he kept Shanideva and some of the Devas as prisoners. That's why when one is influenced by Shani Desha, you have to do Hanuman Puja. Because when Hanumanji went there, Hanumanji freed Shanideva. And the promise was given to Shri Hanumanji that anyone is influenced by Shani Desha and they do your puja along with my puja, Hanumanji, mukt ho jayenge, they will be free from all negative forces. So powerful was Ravan. Vyakula dekhi khalesh. The sages and the adepts, the munis, they were distracted at the sight of this struggle, as Sri Ram was just going through the motion of acting like a human being. Vibhishan was there. Vibhishan was watching the situation. Earlier when the battle started, we looked at this on the first and the second night. When Sri Ram was prepared for the battle, Vibhishan saw Sri Ram had no kavach, no armor. Prabhu nange paw chal rahe the, he had no footwear. Ravan had a magnificent chariot. He had an armor. He had magical weapons with him. And Sri Ram was just with his bow and arrow. And his dhoti tied around his waist and his jata and was going for the battle. Vibhishan was confused. Prabhu, how are you going to destroy Ravan, this powerful Ravan? We look at one more chaupa and then we'll conclude. Jai Ambe Maiya, Jai Jai Ambe Maiya.
जय अम्बे
मैया जय जय अम्बे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय अम्बे मैया
जय अम्बे मैया जय जय अम्बे मैया
काटत काटत बड़ी शीस समुदायी जिबि प्रतिलाभ लोभ अधिकारी श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री
राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
मरे नरिपु श्रम भयो विशेषा राम विभीषण तन तब देखा श्री राम जय जय राम
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 So this scene went on for some time. Sri Ram would hit ahead and Hanuman would come up. Mare naripu srama bhayo visesha. And while this was going on, in a very subtle way, Sri Ram was testing Vibhishan. Then Rama Vibhishan Tanatavadeka, he turned and looked at Vibhishan. Sri Ram knew that the power of Ravan laid in his navel. He had a special amrit or nectar in his navel. Sri Ram could have shot him immediately in the navel and killed him with one arrow. Antaryami Bhagavan jante the. But he was going through the emotions, teaching us important lessons. Vibhishan, he knew Vibhishan was dedicated, but he wanted this instruction to come from Vibhishan. Then when Vibhishan looked at the whole scene, said, Prabhu, Ravan has some magical power. He has this amrit in his navel. You have to shoot him at that location to get rid of him. So Vibhishan stood there. He loved his brother Ravan, but he knew Ravan was doing unethical actions and he had to stand up for what is right. Okay, put yourself in Vibhishan's situation. Your brother, your family member. Okay. An acquaintance, take out family members for a moment. An acquaintance did many unethical things. And this person killed many people, and you have to go in court and give evidence. I'm just reducing the whole scenario. Take out your family members for a moment. Just an acquaintance. This person will get capital punishment for the wrong things he or she may have done. And you have to go as the witness to stand up for what is truth. What are you going to do? Some of us, because we know this person, we will refrain from speaking the truth. But no, you need to speak the truth. So Vibhishan was there, looking at the whole scenario. When Sri Ram turned at him, then Vibhishan advised him that you have to hit him in his navel. Vibhishan was very emotional at the same time. He loved his brother Ravan. They lived their lives together. They all did tapasya together, penance together. But he had to stand up for what is right. So when we look at this episode in Ramcharitamanas, it teaches us that Satyameva Jayate. You know, in the Indian, क्या बोलते हैं जो lion के साथ तारांती क्या बोलते हैं जो picture है for India, the special stamp that they have with the lion, the 4 lion. And on it is written, Satyameva Jayate. Truth will always triumph. Right? Truth will always triumph. It takes time. It takes time. Bhagavan has to take one's karma into account as well. So he could have killed him immediately. He knew Vibhishan would speak the truth. He allowed Vibhishan to say, hit him here, Prabhu. Vibhishan was given an opportunity. If Vibhishan didn't say anything, Bhagavan would have killed him anyway. Would have killed him anyway. But Vibhishan was given an opportunity to stand up for what is right. So again, it doesn't matter, family members or friends or what. What is right should be spoken. What do we do? What do we find today? You say something. Even you try to correct a friend, tell them something in a very nice way, they become angry at you. But you should not be guilty. Bhagavan talks about friendship in Kishkindha. A true friend, a family member, someone who loves you, will divert your attention from the wrong path to the right path. Will stand up for what is right. A fair weather friend would say everything. Oh yes. Good or bad? Oh yes. I think you're right. That's a fair weather friend. A person who does not have your interest at heart, does not care what happens to you. But a true friend, a caring family member, someone who loves you, when you do something wrong, they'll point it out to you. And we must be bold enough to say what is wrong should be said. It's hard. Ask me. I'll tell you how difficult it is sometimes. When you're in a position of leadership, it's hard. It's hard, but we have to stand. You try your best to be nice to people. You try your best. But there comes a time when you have to say, no, this is wrong. You have to stand for what is right. It doesn't matter, friends will come and go. On this spiritual path, those who are supposed to be with you, to travel with you on this spiritual path, will be with you. Those who are not supposed to be with you, Bhagavan will have a way of diverting them. And your bhakti and your devotion, Bhagavan will lead you. It's better to travel a spiritual path alone than to travel with a crowd that don't have your interests or do not understand the true meaning of life. So Vibhishan stood alone. Prabhu hit him in his navel. So much important lesson we can learn from Vibhishan's action. You know, when sometimes have leadership discussion, they take episodes from Ramcharitamanas. There is no greater statesman, there is no greater person, what do you call it? You know, for every country they have an embassy. Different kind of has embassies around the world. Or people who deal with diplomacy. How to further his or her own country interests. So there is no greater diplomat than Sri Hanumanji, than Bhagavan Krishna. As a matter of fact, Jai Shankar ji said, India Foreign Minister, you know, he's a star among foreign ministers. When he speaks, you should listen to him speak. Because of him and the things that he do, that people have to pause and look at Mother India now. Not like what they used to do before. Times have changed. And he looked at, sometimes he quoted verses from Ramcharitamanas with Hanumanji's diplomacy, or verses from Bhagavad Gita with Bhagavan Krishna diplomacy. Stand for what is right. Bhagavan will reward you. You lose people. If they're supposed to be with you, they'll be with you. Again, Bhagavan will divert them. Always try your best to stand on the side of Dharma. Stand on the side of Satya, the side of truth. Jaikara Shiravalida Bol Sache Darbar Ki Jai, Ramchandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. So this afternoon, puja starts at 6 p.m. because of Ashtami, and Ashtami is always a very, very special day. In our mandir, there will be Kanya Puja this afternoon. We will worship the 9 forms of Durga Ma in 9 little girls and 1 boy representing Kala Bhairava, Bhagavan Shiva. Again, we're starting at 6 p.m. because there's a lot to be done tonight. Those 3 kalash, we've been worshipping every night. Pura parivar ke saath, maa baap ko le aaje. family, please come. आइए, भोग लगाइए भगवान शिव और माता को, हनुमान जी को. So there will be Vedic Puja, those 3 Kalash. We'll do the final Abhishekam to Mataji tonight. So those Kalash get magical powers. The Vedic mantras been chanting, that water is so blessed. We'll do Abhishekam to Mataji, dress Mataji tonight. And then we'll do Kanya Puja. We'll worship the 8th form of Mataji, that beautiful Murti in there. Last night we worshiped her as Saptamam Kala Ratri, the 7th form. Today Ashtamam Mahagauri. And then Kanya Puja. So if come and do Kanya Puja, it has tremendous spiritual powers. Bring little gifts. One devotee called me, please do not bring nuts in your gifts because you don't know if the children are allergic to nut. Some devotees want to give, in the Punjabi tradition, chane rehte hai na, channe or halwa ke saath, puri ke saath. And some of these children, they're allergic to nuts. So some devotees call, please do not give them anything that will harm them because we don't know if they're allergic. Give them little gifts. Don't give them chocolate. It's not good for them. Sometimes the chocolates get nut too, you don't know. So give them things that they will use. Nice books, spiritual books. Hanuman Chalisa, Durga Chalisa. Little spiritual books that they can use. Come, we all will do Kanya Puja this afternoon. Jagarambaye namo namaha. Mahadevye namo namaha. Sharanagata dinartha paritrana parayane. Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Narayani Namostute. नारायण. माता जी आप और आप दोनों गणेश जी के पास खड़े हो जाइए. These 2 families, they're from, you all heard about Jagannath Murti, the most famous Murti, mandir in the world. They're from that area. They're visiting their son and they spent 6 months in Canada. They come every Tuesday. Most of the nights they came for Navratri Puja. Very dedicated family. They're going back to India on Mangalwar ko aap log jayenge na. They're going back on Tuesday to India. I know every Tuesday they'll be at home, but remember Puja and Sankat Mochan Hanuman Mandir. They come with so much bhakti. His son, daughter-in-law, grandson, they all come regularly and supporters of our mandir. So जाने से पहले माता रानी और भगवान शिव की ओर से थोड़ा सा आप लोगों के लिए, it is a special little gift for both of them, for Mataji. Sorry. Om Shri Varchasvamayashama. This is a special little gift. ये हनुमान जी की ओर से, a special little shawl from हनुमान जी for you. ते सहस्त्रमयुतम. रविंद्रनाथ जी उधर देखिए, फोटो खींचेंगे. जगदम्बिकाय नमो नमः. रामदूताय विद्महे, टीका लगाऊंगा. कपि श्रेष्ठाय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमत प्रचोदयात्. जय सिया राम, जय बजरंगबली. और माता जी के लिए एक साड़ी है. This is from Durga Ma. माता जी wore this beautiful साड़ी आपके लिए. देहि सौभाग्यम आरोग्यम देहि मे परमं सुखम रूपम देहि जयम देहि यशो देहि जुषो जहि. जगदम्बाय नमो नमः. जब आप लोग वापस आएंगे, नहीं, जब आएंगे तो प्लीज़ मंदिर में आ जाइए दर्शन पूजा के लिए. So on behalf of Hanuman ji and all bhaktas here, those who are not here as well, have a safe journey back home and we'll see you when you return. Jai Mata Di. There's Priti Bhoj for everyone. Please have something to eat before you leave. And Aarti karenge. We'll do Aarti. We'll place 2 Aartis right there. Just use it and put it back right there, please. We'll come by the altar for Aarti. Please do not go on the altar for safety reasons. Remember to join us from 6 p.m. this afternoon. Thank you to our dear brother with his guitar this morning. Thank you for coming, Bhaiya. You've added a lot of melody towards this morning's katha. Thank you. Hopefully you can join us back this afternoon. Arjuna, hopefully you can come back whenever you can. Please. Amar, tayar beta, rakhiye. Aye, please stand everyone. Come, we'll do Aarti. Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya. Jai Ambe Gauri. Aye, please come. Maya Jai Ambe Gauri Maiya. Jai Ambe Gauri. Mang सिंदूर विराजत टीको मृग मद को
मांग सिंदूर विराजत तीको मृग मद को
उज्ज्वल से नैना
उज्ज्वल से दोने नाओ
चंद्रवदननी को जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
कनक समान कलेवर रतांबर राजई
कनक समान कलेवर रक्तांबर राजई
रक्त पुष्प माला
रक्त पुष्प गलमाला
ओ
ओ
कंठन पर साजई जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
हे हरिवाहन राजत खड़ग कपरधारी
हे हरिवाहन राजत खरग कपरधारी
सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत
सुर नर मुनि जन सेवत
ओ तिनके दुख हारी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
आनन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती
कानन कुंडल शोभित नासाग्रे मोती
कोटिक चंद्र दिवाकर
कोटिक चंद्र दिवाकर
ओ समराज तु ज्योति जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
ओ मैया जय अम्बे गौरी
हाथ जोड़िए वी क्लास्प आवर हैंड्स फॉर अंतिम प्रार्थना ओम सर्वमंगल मंगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबिके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणो त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तजस्तु मे ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ द्यौ शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्ति पृथ्वी शान्तिः आप शान्ति औषधय शान्ति वनस्पतय शान्ति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वगं शांति शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। जयकारा शेरवालिदा बोल साचे दरबार की जय। बोलिए सीताराम चंद्र भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। राधा कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। बोलिए सनातन धर्म की जय। प्रसाद आरती प्लीज have